Welcome back everyone, Mike here. We are out here in the woods this evening and man, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Let me show you what we got to work with here. So this is a John Deere 333G skid loader. This is a 100 horsepower machine, high flow. And at the business end here is a Diamond Mower Forestry head. Now last night I ran this thing for just a little bit, maybe about an hour, something like that. And I was blown away. It took me about a half hour or so to kind of get comfortable with it and used to it, but it is an amazing machine. We're gonna run it more tonight, kind of go over it in some detail from in the cab as we're running it. But this thing is wicked. I'm telling you right now, you can make trail, clear trees. It's just amazing, it really is. So this machine was delivered yesterday by Murphy Tractor. Now if you're not familiar with them, they're a big company. I think they've got 26, maybe 29 different locations in 6 or 7 states. I'm not sure how many states, but they're a big equipment dealer. Now, one of the guys that works for Murphy, his name's Eric, and he is a subscriber to our channel, and I met him at the Paul Bunyan show there a few weeks back, and we got to talking and had the idea, you know, me being able to try one of these out on the property to kind of show people what something like this is capable of. When they delivered the machine, they kind of went over all the specs and everything. I'm going to show you that clip right now, and you'll get an idea what we're looking at here. So here we have Eric and Justin, and they're from Murphy Tractor. Eric, you want to tell us a little bit about Murphy Tractor?
Sure. Murphy Tractor is one of the largest John Deere construction and forestry dealers in the United States. Currently with 29 locations across 6 states. So we cover a pretty good area as far as that goes, so we can cover just about everybody.
Cool. And Justin, what do you do at Murphy?
Compact equipment sales manager.
Okay. So Justin, you want to tell us a little bit about the mower itself?
It's a diamond mower with non-carbide teeth on it, so it's got a quad-co tooth on the 60-inch wheel. It's a flywheel principle, high flow hydraulics, 38 gallon a minute plus to be efficiently ran. Will take down 6-inch material and below. Can grind bigger stuff, just not real effective and productive on larger stuff.
Okay, so if they're not carbide, what are the cutters? Steel?
Just sharpened steel.
So it'd be a lot cheaper than the carbide cutters.
A lot cheaper, and with the non-carbide, you can sharpen these teeth without having machinists do it, throw them away. They've got 4 sides of cutting face on them. So you don't have to take them off and sharpen them. You can rotate and continue to use the same teeth that are on the head.
And later on, I'll show you the bottom of that cutter. There's teeth on the bottom, on the top. So I'm guessing, obviously the leading edge would have the highest RPMs, right?
Correct.
So the teeth on the bottom would be more for kind of just cleaning up debris that's already on the ground?
Correct, yeah. The bottom is when once you start running and you see the operations of it, that is where you get your mulch principle, is by the bottom of the deck, using it as a shroud. Then it only lets smaller material out as you back through your product for your final cleanup.
Right, okay. And now that has a deflector chute on it.
Yes, you got a deflector chute here. On the other side, we put the hardwood chute. They make 2 chutes for this model. Most of the stuff in our area is all hardwood application. And the hardwood has the notch in it. The softwood chute does not have a notch, it's just a feed chute.
And so that's the side when you're cutting trees, when you're taking trees down. So say you can top it, you can use the rack, push the top where you want, and like to feed that top in, you want it to go in the far side.
Correct, yes. This is a clockwise rotation of the wheel. So everything feeds in the right, discharges on the left.
Gotcha. So Eric, you want to tell me about the carrier, the skid steer itself?
Absolutely. John Deere 333G. It's the largest CTL in John Deere's lineup. The machine, it weighs just over 13,000 pounds. It is a high flow unit, which is what we sell the most of anymore, especially if you want to run any kind of an attachment like this. So you're looking at 41 gallons a minute. It's 100 horsepower, does take depth. That's the one thing that people love or hate, but at the same time, if you want this kind of performance, we have no choice. So, pressurized and sealed cab, air ride seat. You can actually hear yourself in there, take a phone call.
Even running this?
Even running that, absolutely. You can take a phone call. Listen to the radio that's built into it. It's Bluetooth, so you can sync your little whatever your playlist is and listen to that while you're running over all the trees in the woods. Vertical lift machine, it very, very, very strong as far as what this machine's capable of lifting. This one has the LED option lights where you're going to be able to see out the sides and the front extremely well. Backup camera, reversing fan, which is a feature we've had for a number of years that a lot of people haven't. In this kind of situation, you want a reversing fan. We run a pre-cleaner, and then we also run our demolition door on the front, which is going to absorb the impacts that are bound to happen from the debris that's created from the mower. So,
now Justin, you were saying how many gallons per minute to run this efficiently?
38 plus.
38 plus, and this is
41.
41. Now,
That's
like
correct.
we said, this is a high flow machine. So a typical, let's say a 70 horsepower class skid steer, it's not a high flow. How many gallons per minute would something like that normally put on?
21 gallons a minute for a standard flow.
Okay.
in that size class.
So you definitely want a high flow. So at that flow rate on a 70 horsepower, I mean, it would spin it and all that. You just would not, it wouldn't be productive and it wouldn't work the way it's designed.
Correct. Wouldn't run it to nearly as well, and the recovery is what you would really see. So the key to that is recovery. As you're cutting, the importance is the energy created by the wheel, and you can't get the wheel back up to speed if you don't have those gallons a minute behind.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot of power in a package that size right
Absolutely.
there. That really is. That's impressive. All right, we just went over the machine, and it's pretty impressive, and it's actually a little simpler to operate than what I thought. Like I said before, I've run forestry heads, I've run skid steers before. Just those couple things, when to engage the high flow, things like that. And we'll go over that later on when I'm running it. But I really appreciate you guys coming out, and I'm looking forward to trying this thing out. I mean, this is like perfect on my birthday. I cannot think of anything I would rather do
Happy birthday,
on my birthday, except go out to dinner with Melissa. But that'd be number two. This is number two, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna try it out here this evening, and then probably the next day that I'll really have a chance to run it will be on Thursday. But we're at least gonna test it out here this evening, kind of get my feet wet. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming out, and
Thank you.
I'll keep you posted on how things are going.
Sounds great.
All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.
So last night after Eric and Justin left, I was able to run this for about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes before it got dark. And it took me maybe, I don't know, about a half hour to kind of get comfortable with it. Now, I'm by no means an expert on it now in a half hour's time, but I quickly kind of picked up on it and exactly how this cutter works. You know, when you're chipping up and grinding up like little trees and big limbs, you want to feed them in this side right here. And it'll just shoot in there, and it kind of works like a chipper. It's got cutting teeth on the bottom, on the top, on the leading edge. And I mean, this thing gets up to speed quick, and it's fast. What we're going to do here this evening, we're going to continue on from where I left off last night. I'll show you what we did. So the brick house is probably, I don't know, 800, 900 feet that way. I came in with a new trail all around here. Down through here, there wasn't much at all, just limbs and things on the ground. I blew right through this to where the machine is sitting right now. Then we went up this way. There's a little power line up here, and I had some big limbs and brush all piled up. Just went through it like nothing. And then what we're going to do, we're going to continue up the hill, and I'm making a big loop to come down on this piece of property right here. I don't know if you've ever seen this down here. It's really pretty down in here. And you can see, you know, there was limbs and sticks and a ton of stuff right up through here I went through last night. But it does a really nice job. I'm just trying to pick a location, you know, which way I want to head up the hill there. If I'm going to go out this way or up that way. We'll go up there and kind of figure that out right now, and we'll get started. All right, we're going to fire this bad boy up. We're going to bump the RPMs up about a quarter of the way. And we'll start the wheel. Bump the RPMs up about halfway. flow. Boy, it's a beautiful evening tonight. Fall here in Pennsylvania is just fantastic. But anyway, look what I got done here in probably 15 or 20 minutes from the bottom of that hill all the way up through here. It's pretty much just bare dirt right now, which is why I really wanted to do this right now. I didn't want to wait a couple weeks, and the reason is, in a few weeks, all these leaves will be on the ground, and it'll look like you're never even in here with a machine. It'll just be really nice. It'll be good, stay out of the mud. Here's a bigger stump right here. I could have taken that down a little bit more, but it's just about flush with the ground, and for a trail, that's just fine. So this maple tree is probably the biggest one that I've taken down. I didn't try grinding it up. It's probably a little big to do that. Plus, I'll save it for firewood. I'll just push it off to the side. Take a look at that stump right there. It's like instant. But the trail's going to kind of continue up through here. And the mini cabin's up there probably, I don't know, 300 yards, maybe another 1,000 feet, maybe a little further than that. But that's where I'll end up and tie into the other trails up there. Look how nice this looks, though. It's just amazing how quick that thing works and what a neat job it does. And like I said earlier, I'm glad that I'm doing this right now. All the leaves will fall. It'll look really nice. Won't even be able to tell you're in here. Now, so far, I've only run this Diamond forestry mower on this big John Deere skid loader a total of probably, I don't know, I'm thinking 2 hours, something like that. But in that 2 hours, I made probably 1,800 feet of trail, something like that. And I'm telling you what, it has been an eye-opening experience. It really has. It is incredibly productive. It's unbelievable. Now, something I was thinking about when I was running this machine, you know, this is not an inexpensive machine. You're looking at probably close to $100,000 for this setup right here. So I doubt, you know, there's a homeowner or a landowner is going to buy something like this. It's got to be some type of business, or maybe you have a high flow machine like this and you have one of those asphalt planers and you're looking to expand your business for the off season, something like that. That'd be a good fit. But not too many people are going to have the money to spend $100,000 on this. And if you did, you're going to be done with it in probably a week. You'll have all your work done. But what I was thinking is this. You know, I see a lot of comments on our videos. I see posts on tractor forums all the time. You know, I bought 10 acres of property. I need to clear it for my home. Or, you know, I'm going to make some pasture. You know, what size tractor do I need? And, you know, there's nothing that I did here with this machine that I couldn't do with a chainsaw, a brush hog, tractor, and a grapple. Nothing. However, I did it probably 10 times faster with this. So what I'm thinking, this is a possibility for somebody, not to buy one, but to find somebody that has one and just have them do it. And that is so hard for me to say. It really is, because I have always been the guy, if I can do it myself, I hate paying somebody to do it. Not that I'm cheap, it's just, I don't know, I just like doing things myself, you know what I mean? But say you bought a piece of property, something like that, and you're going to spend all summer long clearing it, you may want to find somebody that has one of these and just hire it out and be done with it. And then you could buy a tractor, you know, probably smaller than what you thought you needed just to get on, just to go into like a maintenance mode, if you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it's about $100,000, but the amount of work that you can do with this in a short amount of time is just unbelievable. It really is. Man, I got a lot more to do. I'll probably take Thursday off work, maybe Friday, something like that, and run it a day this weekend, and we'll get everything done, everything that I want to do. And like I said, all the leaves will fall. It'll look fantastic. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm just blown away. And once you get in there and you get used to it, like I said earlier, it took maybe a half an hour or something like that, and I kind of got onto it. And man, you just get in the zone, and it's comfortable. It's quiet, and you're just mulching stuff up and tearing things up. But you're tearing it up, but when you're done, it looks fantastic. But anyway, I want to thank Murphy Tractor. This has been a fantastic opportunity, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll have a couple more on this machine, and we'll do a drive-through on the side-by-side, show you everything that we got done. But yeah, eye-opening experience. I'm not that guy to say hire somebody to do it. But if you call a company or call, you know, a place that sells these Murphy tractors, someone, find out who the contractors are that have them. If you need to clear your home site or you want to build a couple miles of trail on a weekend, this would be the machine to do it. No doubt about it. But anyway, I think that's about it. I want to thank everyone for watching. Like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.